Hello students, this is Adarsh, and now let's study about the next chapter of your English language, that is adjective. So you must have studied this in your previous class also, that what is adjective? Words that describe noun are known as adjective. Listen once again, words that describe noun or tell us more something about noun is known as adjective. Now, most of the adjective occur before a noun and after a verb. For example, he is an old man. So here you can see the adjective is placed before noun. So noun here is man and adjective is placed before the noun that he is an old man. Now the next example is my grandfather is old. So here it is placed after the verb. So here is verb and here adjective is placed after the verb. My grandfather is old. Now third example is he is an intelligent man. So here the adjective is placed before the noun man. And the last example is he is intelligent. Here the adjective is placed after the verb. Now pay attention please and listen to this carefully. When adjectives are used before a noun, for example here in this first example, here adjective is placed before a noun, then such are called as attributive adjectives. So this is example of attributive adjectives. And when adjectives are used after a verb, they are called predicative adjectives. For example, my grandfather is old. So here adjective is used after a verb. So here this is example of predicative adjective. Now let's study about kinds of adjective. Basically there are 7 kinds of adjective. Now let's study about them all one by one. Now the first is adjective of quality. Now an adjective that describes the quality of a noun is called an adjective of quality. Let's try to understand with this a simple example. Example is cacti has spiny leaves. She cooked me a tasty lunch. Now, here this word is describing about the quality of a noun or describing about the quality of the lunch, that how was the lunch, it was a tasty one. So here it is behaving as adjective of quality because it is telling about the quality of a noun. Now next type of adjective is adjective of quantity. Now an adjective that shows the amount of a noun or a pronoun is called as adjective of quantity. For example, would you like some sugar in your coffee? So here this word some is showing about the amount of this noun, that how much sugar, some sugar. So what is adjective of quantity? It shows the amount of a noun or a pronoun. Now let's try to understand with this second example. Many people attended the ceremony. So it is telling about the amount of noun, that how many people, many people. So here it is adjective of quantity. Now the next type of adjective is adjective of number. Now what is adjective of number? An adjective that shows how many people or things are being referred to or tells us their order in a series is called as adjective of number. For example, today is the first day of April. So here the word first is telling us the order. Okay, now second example is open the sixth chapter of your book. Again, here this word sixth is telling us about the order in a series, that which number? Sixth number. Now, the next type of adjective is demonstrative adjective. So, an adjective that helps to point at people or thing is called as demonstrative adjective. For example, that building is a museum. So here you can see, students, this word that is pointing at a particular thing, that is this building. Now next example is these girls are my classmates. So here this word these is pointing towards a particular people, so, or pointing towards a particular girls. So here this word these is example of demonstrative adjective. Now here is a quick note that you should remember, that is basically difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun, that demonstrative adjective are followed by a noun. Now here you can see this car. So here this is demonstrative adjective and it is placed just before a noun. So always remember that demonstrative adjective are followed by noun. And the difference in the demonstrative pronoun is that, let's see, this is a fast car. So here, as you can see, the demonstrative pronoun is not followed by a noun. Now the next type of adjective is possessive adjective. Now what is possessive adjective? An adjective that helps to identify possession, or you can say it shows a kind of ownership. Okay, so this is called as possessive adjective. For example, this is my room. So here it is showing possession. That is his bicycle. So again here it is showing or helping us to identify a possession. Now the next type of adjective is distributive adjective. So what is distributive adjective? An adjective that expresses the distributive state of noun is called as distributive adjective. For example, every student has adopted a pet. So here it is expressing the distributive state of the noun student. So here is a quick note that you should remember. There are mainly 4 distributive adjectives, that is each, every, either and neither or neither. They are used with singular nouns and singular verbs. Always remember, students, that distributive adjective is always used with singular noun and singular verbs. In all the examples you can see that they all are used with singular noun, that is school, student, road and house. And the last type of adjective is interrogative adjective. So what is interrogative adjective? An adjective that helps to ask a question is called as interrogative adjective. Example, what song are you listening to? So again it is expressing a question, or it is helping to ask a question. So such type of adjective is called as interrogative adjective. And again, because it is an adjective, so it is qualifying a noun. Now let's study about degrees of comparison. Adjectives can be used to make comparisons between two or more people or things. For example, April is hot, May is hotter than April, June is the hottest of all months. Now let's try to understand it more clearly. So the first type of degree is positive degree. So when we talk about only one person or thing, we use positive degree. For example, Rohan is a tall boy. So here we are only talking about a single person or one person. So in such case we will use positive degree. Example, Rohan is a tall boy. So here this is positive degree. Next type of degree is comparative degree. So when we use comparative degree, students, when we compare two people or things, we use comparative degree. For example, Saif is taller than Rohan. So you should keep in mind that when we use comparative degree, we use comparative degree when we compare two people. Here in this example, you can see that we are comparing two people, that is Saif and Rohan. So what is the example? Rohan is taller than Saif. Okay? And the last one is superlative degree. So when we use superlative degree, when we compare three or more people or things, we use the superlative degree. So just quickly revising, students, when we use positive degree, when we talk about only one person, so in such case we use positive degree. And when we use comparative degree, when we compare two people or things, we use comparative degree. And the last is superlative degree. And when we use superlative degree, when we compare three or more people or things, we use superlative degree. Let's see and try to understand with this example. Riaz is the tallest boy in the class. So here we are comparing Riaz with all the boys in the class. So here it is the tallest is the example of superlative degree. Now the next topic is transformation of degree of comparison. Now please try to understand this with a few examples. Now read these sentences and note how the degree can be changed without changing the meaning. So here in these examples we can see that in these sentences degrees will change but the meaning will remain the same. For example, she is the smartest girl. She is the smartest girl in the class. It means smartest is the example of superlative degree, and here we can see that this particular girl, she is the smartest one. Now in next example or in next form you will see that the degree will change but the meaning will remain same. For example, no other girl in the class is as smart as she is. So here the degree is changed and it is in positive degree, but still the meaning remains same, that no other girl in the class is as smart as she is. And next example is she is smarter than all other girls in the class. So here again the degree is changed but the meaning remains unchanged. And the last topic is order of adjectives. So when a number of adjectives are used together, we use them in a certain order, and the usual order of adjective is first is quantity, then opinion, then size, then age, then shape, then color, then origin, and then at last material. So, students, thank you for watching.